up the stairs and get to that. I parked in the back because when I was coming down Morris Avenue, I could see that down here was already filled. Good? Yeah. Just the bright lights.
Oh, you can give that a nice round of applause. All right. Hi, everybody. Before we begin, I'd like to call upon our parade chaplain and our man of faith who leads us in so many different things, especially here in the Township of Union, Father Charles McDermott, to lead us in an invocation.
Let us pray. O God, in your great mercy, could you please allow the day on Saturday to be like today? And if you really want to be merciful, let it go up until the 17th. In the meantime, let's all ask God to give us the joy that should come to us from a celebration after a very, very difficult winter. And thank God for the fact that St. Patrick's feast falls in the middle of Lent, so that the difficulties and the fasting and everything else that goes along with it is blessed by the good saint. We ask this of him who lives and reigns forever and ever, our God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Chuck. Father Chuck, we should say. Everybody take a seat. First, I'd like to begin with just a round of applause for Nick Conti and for Bob Wade for bringing our piping in today. We all had the honor just a couple years ago to march behind Bob as he led us as Grand Marshal of the parade, and that was certainly something special for all of us. I'd like to introduce to you the people on our right, just so that everybody, by the way, welcome to the beautiful DMK Theater. What do you think? All right, isn't it wonderful? So the folks to my right, our adjutant this year, handsome fellow that he is with his cap on, one James Jimmy Holmes. Okay. Our exquisite chair lady, and I'm going to thank all three of these folks in a moment, but she's been our chair for a couple years. Her energy and her dedication to the parade is second to none. That's the great Gabby Sully. And the lovely lady, resplendent tonight in her green and her sash, she's going to lead us in the parade this year. It's truly an honor to have the great Carrie Chardine. Carrie Chardine Ricky, right? So you don't get in trouble. But tonight she's Carrie Chardine, right, Mom? Right? And we are very, very honored to have Carrie, our Grand Marshal, with us tonight. A very round of applause. I get the opportunity to introduce to you the governing body who is kind enough to not only open this theater to us tonight, and we have a whole program that Gabby will take over and do in just a moment, but the governing body who has made their time to do this on a meeting night, which we're very, very honored for. I'd like to introduce to you all five of them now. I'd like to begin with, they're going to come up, I believe, correct? Committeeman Manny Figueredo, Committeeman James Bowser, Committeeman Joe Florio, Committeewoman Sandra Terrell, and our mayor, who absolutely dresses to meet the moment each and every time, our Mayor Patricia Guerrero Frazier. My last comment is all three of the folks this year have a special connection to the town of Union, whether they reside here, whether they grew up here. My favorite story with it is Gabby calling to do all this work, and she calls Leslie Jenkins, who is the minstrel of our Union Arts culture and district here, and says, "Oh my God, that's Miss Jenkins. She was my teacher." All right, just to put that connection in perspective, and it's a connection we enjoy. So I would like to turn it over now to our mayor to recognize our honorees this evening, Mayor Guerrero Frazier. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
So I am an honorary Irish woman this entire week, so please kiss me when you see me. So everyone, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us at tonight's exhibition as we celebrate the vibrant spirit of Irish culture through the lenses of music and festivity. We owe a special thanks to the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee for their dedication in assembling these stunning images. Their efforts not only bring us together in appreciation of visual artistry, but also connect us to the rich musical traditions at the heart of the Irish experience. Thank you for sharing your passion, your heritage, your music with us all. This evening, we have some testimonial resolutions to provide for the three of you. These resolutions, they're long, we're not going to read them, but they talk about all of the wonderful things, excuse me, and the dedication that you have committed to this parade for many, many years. We thank you so much for your service, and we thank you so much for sharing all of this wonderful culture with the Township of Union. So, in honor of the upcoming parade, this Saturday, on behalf of the Township Committee, it is an honor to present these testimonial resolutions and congratulate the Grand Marshal, Kerry Ricci, the Parade Adjutant, James Holmes, and Parade General Chair, Gabby Sully. Picture? In front of the podium, let's take a nice picture. Thank you all so much and enjoy tonight's festivities.
Can I just get one picture with you guys? While Michelle is speaking, can I ask for one favor? Can you guys go down and get Father Chuck in a picture as our chaplain?
Yep.
You don't mind? And then we'll let you
Just going to say a quick few words.
Let me introduce you to
Okay.
All right, it's a big deal. We have our own commissioner, and she's here, and that's a very, very big deal. And I don't think she's missed too many parades along the way.
Never.
She's our favorite commissioner because she's from Union today. And most importantly, she's somebody, you know, the county supports us in a variety of different ways, from the sheriff to the county commissioners, and she's carried our voice time and time again as mayor and now as a commissioner. And I'd like to ask our Commissioner, Michelle Dellisford, to say a few words.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here this evening, and I just want to congratulate you. Okay. I want to congratulate you on what I know is going to be a phenomenal parade. Like the Senator mentioned, I have not missed any for the past 11 years now. And it's always a joy. I am extremely passionate about making sure that people understand various cultures. You know, we're in a melting pot. And at times like now, you know, it's very important that we acknowledge each other and that we appreciate, you know, all the cultures in this country. So again, I'm looking very forward to it on Saturday. Congratulations. Again, I know it's going to be phenomenal. And again, thank you all for coming out.
Thank you. My ask is if you guys could just do a picture with Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to brag about the theater. Gabby's going to come up in a minute and take over this program. We just want to get a picture with Chuck and not put him through the steps. All right, because his invocation was so good tonight, right? Welcome to this theater. If you haven't been here, there's a lot to see. I know Gabby's going to tell you in just a few minutes. I want to take a moment and thank everybody who put this together tonight and did such a large amount of work, whether it was in pictures, hanging, whether the musicians who we're going to hear and enjoy, and quite frankly, the folks who brought the champagne. That matters too, right? So I hope you all enjoy your evening. And with that, let me turn it over to our general chair and the lady who's the driving force behind this evening, our chair lady, Gabby Sully.
Hi, guys. Welcome to tonight. So we just wanted to kind of have a night to celebrate our Irishness, our Irish culture, and kind of showcase to the people around Union and around the county that there's a lot more to St. Patrick's Day than the rainbows, the pints, the potatoes, and the rainbows and things like that. So if you know a little bit about the Irish history, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of unrest, and it's a lot. Being Irish is something that we're all proud of. Being Irish is about community. It's about loving your family, loving each other through everything. So I'm really honored to be here today, to be a part of this parade committee that I've been a part of for so long. Even I showed Committeeman Florio a picture of when in 2001 when I was a Brownie just across the way in my Brownie Scout uniform standing in front of his little nameplate. So we had a good laugh before this meeting today. But Parade Day is Saturday, March 14th. We're super excited. But I'm going to invite our Grand Marshal, Carrie Chardine Ricky, up to say a few words about our parade this year.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Thank you especially to our the Township Committee and for hosting us for so many years. The residents of Union have always been so welcoming to us, and the business owners and everybody in the community. It's such a great honor to be here in Union. People say it's my hometown because I technically on paper don't live here anymore, but I do like to remind my mom that bedroom is there and I can come back at a moment's notice. It's a little bit probably more of a threat than anything else. But just thank you so much for being here. This year's parade is dedicated to people with disabilities. We know how hard everybody in our community works to be inclusive. So thank you to be inclusive to all of the different cultures and ethnicities that we have here in Union and in Union County, but also to people of all abilities. And we look forward to celebrating with everybody on Saturday, March 14th. Thanks so much for having us.
And then Carrie, before you step off, we do have a gift for you from the Parade Committee. This year it's all wrapped up very nicely from Blako Jewelers in Galway. It is a History of Ireland ring. I have one myself. It's very cute. But it tells a story about Ireland, and it's going to be Carrie's first time visiting Ireland this summer. So
This summer, 2 weeks and 2 days.
Ooh, 2 weeks and 2 days. Sorry, not summer, spring. But I love this piece. It just tells another story, and it keeps the stories going. We're very, very proud to march down the street with Carrie leading us down this year. And next, I would like to introduce our adjutant, James Jimmy Holmes.
All right, thank you very much. I would like to say, Gabby often says that it takes a village to put this parade on. I'd have to argue and say it really takes the county. It's every one of us, we put a lot of work into this. I could never have done it without the help of everybody here and my assistant back there, Carrie. You guys have all been fantastic. I love you guys, and we cannot wait to put this parade on the road at March 14th at 1 o'clock, very sharp, up and down Morris Ave to Stuyvesant. Thank you guys all very much. It's been a great time.
And Jimmy, before you leave the stage, we have a gift for you as well. Inside this box, also from Blako Jewelers in Galway. It's a pennant of, similar to the history of Ireland, it's the history of Mayo. So it's just something, a little piece that you can keep your dad with you on Parade Day this year. And up next for our little mini program, I'd like to call up Jen Goodman, wherever you are, to present this year's Sullivan Award.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to be able to do this here and be able to enjoy the celebration of this award. Since it is in my grandfather's memory, I haven't been able to give it out in the past few years because I'm always busy in the back of the parade. And it is an honor for me to be here. My grandfather was a very proud Irishman, and he was very proud of his family and his heritage. And those were the two most important things to him. And just to be able to say that I'm here doing what he loved is just one of the most precious things I have. And tonight I am here to say that the Joseph B. Sullivan Memorial Award is an award of founding father of the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade. Mr. Sullivan's life was dedicated to Irish culture and tradition. His unsurpassed integrity, loyalty, and love of family, country, and heritage were benchmarks of a remarkable life. This 21st Annual Sullivan Award, on the occasion of the 2026 Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade, is presented to Carrie Bagnuski-Ullman. For emulating the standards set by Mr. Sullivan and for reliable, genuine, and enduring support of the Union County St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Thank you. I am in shock. This is an honor, knowing your grandmother and what she stood for, and your aunt was one of the first people that I met when I got involved in the parade. This is truly an honor coming from your family, so thank you so much, and thank you to everyone. We're really looking forward to Saturday, so awesome. I was wondering who was getting it. Nobody told me.
Here, keep it protected.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. In front.
You want it?
Oh yeah, you want this? Okay, you're good. Next up in our program, we would like to bring up Senator Joe Cryan to announce our Quiet Man Award this year. She's somewhere.
So each year, by the way, congratulations to Carrie. Let's give her a nice round of applause. And I don't tell this story much or enough, but Joe Sullivan, many of you didn't know, we lost him more than a couple years. Come up. Joe was one of the founding members of the parade and stood up, and I will tell you from somebody who took Joe's advice, whether I asked for it or not, but was beyond a counsel and a driving force, and it was wonderful to see Carrie get that. But tonight, it's my absolute honor to give an award that we've done for years. It's called the Quiet Man Award, and it's the unsung hero, the person who brings the signs, brings the banners, does the job. And this year, the committee, on their own, decided to rename the award for a good friend of mine, John Holmes, who died too soon, just a couple months ago, and apologize. Anyway, Johnny was the best, and that's his bride who we put in tears over there, who's killing me, all right? But the honoree we wanted to unanimous decision by the committee. When we lost John, we talked a lot about how he did things, and the term that I thought really captured John, especially when he was sick, was one from his sister Mary, where Mary said, John just did things. He did kindness without complaint, and that's how he lived his life. He just had kindness without complaint. And the person we're honoring tonight, who has no idea this is coming, is an individual who keeps the faith, who, whether it's in organizing an investiture mass or making sure that the parade day mass goes well, is the quiet man behind the scene who's always backing up when the camera's moving forward. We've had the good fortune of having him lead our parade in the past, but he's been the individual who's been connected at every level. He is indeed the quiet man who not only has kindness without complaint, but no job is too big, and no job is too small. And I couldn't think, and the committee couldn't think of a finer person to give the first John Holmes Quiet Man Award to than Frank McGovern. Frank? Pat? Here, you give it to him. You give it to him.
I have to say, he would be very proud to give this to you.
And I'm on the backside.
I would have loved that comment too,
And
Thank you, Francis. You can say something if you like.
Now I know why they wanted to make sure I was back from Boston today on time. It's a little emotional for me as well. John was a fantastic guy, and it's an honor to be able to receive the first award in his memory. I don't know really what else to say, but thank you all. It's a pleasure to be with you, and we start at 9 a.m. on Saturday with Mass. Cardinal told Mrs. Sullivan, we'll meet you in St. Patrick's. Thank you.
And last I'll say is with all the tears and all that, John would say, that's enough of that now, come on. All right.
So without further ado, this is going to be our Craic August Ceol night. Please, everybody, make your way to the back. We have champagne to do a little toast. I'll join you guys back there, and then you are going to be dazzled by the musical stylings of Nick Conti and Bobby Baxmeyer for a little trad session that they call all over the island of Ireland and some pubs that you might frequent around the United States. And then please join us also in our art gallery. But friendly reminder, there are no food and drinks in the gallery. Please be mindful of that. And then as well, we'll have food out. But before we actually start our Craic August Ceol night, I'd like to invite up Miss Leslie Jenkins, my art teacher from 1999 to 2005, to kind of give you an intro into what the gallery is and things like that.
Good evening. What a perfect day for this. 82 degrees and shining bright. And what is really, really perfect is that my old student recognized me with a smile. This is good. This is good.
I was in honors art.
Oh my goodness. I'm so pleased to have the opportunity to actually use all of the excellent pieces of art that Gabby has given to me to display in the Arts Gallery. And the gallery this exhibit will remain open until the 20th of this month. So if you don't have time now or later, please come and utilize the time to enjoy the sights of a little bit of Ireland. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
All right, everyone. So please make your way for the back, and we'll do a little toast and grab a little glass of champagne.
Thank you, guys. So tonight, not only we're going to sing the songs, but we're going to talk about the instruments that we play and some of the meaning behind the songs. So just on that last one, Bobby was playing an octave mandolin. It's much like the small mandolin you're used to seeing, but an octave lower. This is a bouzouki, which is a Greek instrument originally, brought over to Ireland in the late 60s, early 70s. It used to have kind of a round back to it, and the Irish developed it to have a flat back and changed the tuning. And that was kind of brought about by two main guys, Johnny Moynihan and then Donald Lunny from Planksty and the Bothy Band. So if you want to hear good examples of this instrument in Irish music, those are the bands to check out. Shall we do something you sing? Or you want to do a tune first? No, let's do a tune. Okay. Reels? What? Reels? Or you want to use the same together? So as you can see, Bobby and I have many, many instruments on stage. We're going to try to play all of them tonight. We're multi-instrumentalists, which means we're not very good at one single instrument. We're bad at a bunch of different instruments, so that's it. All right, we're going to do a set of jigs now. After you. So when Bobby and I kind of first put this band together, we were out playing a lot of bluegrass, and we decided it would be fun to take kind of bluegrass instrumentation and styling it and adapting it to Irish tunes. So we picked this rebel song called Sean South, which is a very popular piping tune as well. And bluegrass gets its roots directly from Irish music, Scots Irish music, German, African-American music, all blended together in Appalachia. So we thought it would be good to kind of return that styling to some Irish music. It was on a dreary New Year's Eve, the shades of night came down, when the lorry load of volunteers came to the border town. There were men from Dublin, men from Cork, Fermanagh, and Tyrone, but the leader was a Limerick man, Sean South from Garryowen. They moved along the streets at night up to the barrack door, and they scorned the danger they might face, their fate that lay in store. But they were fighting for old Ireland, for to call their very own, and the leader of this gallant band, Sean South from Garryowen. But the sergeant spied their daring plan, he spied them through the door. The Sten guns and the rifles, a hail of death it poured. And when that awful night was done, there were two men cold as stone. There was one from near the border town and one from Garryowen. No more will he hear the seagulls cry over the morn and Shannon tide, for he died beneath the northern sky, brave Hanlon by his side. They have come to join the gallant band of Plunkett, Pierce, and Tone, a martyr for old Ireland, Sean South from Garryowen. Yes, a martyr for old Ireland, Sean South from Garryowen. Thank you. Want to take one now? So Bobby's going to sing a song for you now. This is kind of one that is a universal theme in Irish music, which is being away from home and longing for it once again.
There's four of us that share the room. We work hard for the Craic. Sleeping late on Sunday and I never got to Mass. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Now Friday night comes around, but I'm only into fighting. Ma would like a letter back, but I'm too tired for writing. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It eases all the pain of it and levels out my thinking. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Thought I heard a fiddle play, but maybe just a notion. Dreamed I saw white horses dancing on that other ocean. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It gets further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Thank you very much.
So if you have any questions about the instruments or any of the songs, we're happy to take them. If we don't know the answer, we'll make something up, and it'll be good. How about tipping it to Nancy with the cash? So besides just sad songs, the Irish do have a really great sense of humor. And this is a song about a woman who does not like her husband very much. So she decides she's going to blind him and continue on with her many affairs. There is a woman in our old town, a woman you all know well, and she loved her husband dearly, but another one twice as well. Is right Finneganario, me tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping it up to Nancy. She went into a chemist shop for remedies to find, have you anything in your shop that would make me husband blind? We're right Finneganario, me tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. We'll make 'em eggs and marrow bones and make 'em eat 'em all. And when he says the last one no, we won't see nothing at all. With his right Finneganario, tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. She made 'em egg and marrow bones, she made 'em eat 'em all. And when he had the last one no, we couldn't see nothing at all. With his right Finneganario, me tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. In this world I cannot see, is here I will not stay. I'll throw myself in the river, she says, come on, I'll show you the way. With your right Finneganario, tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. Let him to the river, she led him to the brim. But sly enough, dear Martin, it was he that pushed her in. With his right Finneganario, tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. She swam through the river, oh, she swam through the brine, crying, Martin, dear Martin, don't leave me behind. Shut up, you silly old woman, you know poor Martin is blind. You're right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. There's 9 kids in me family, and none of them are my own. I wish every man would come and claim his very own. With his right Finneganario, tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. There is a woman in our old town, a woman you all know well, who loved her husband dearly, but another one twice as well. With his right Finneganario, his tip of Finnegawalla, right Finneganario, we're tipping her up to Nancy. Thank you. Somewhere. Ringwood? In Ringwood, yeah. And so we were about to do this ballad, and I explained the story of the song and the history behind it. I got done playing the song, and a woman raised her hand and said, "Is that based on a true story?" So I'm about to explain the history of this song, and yes, it is a true story. So this is a ballad called Grace, and this is a really beautiful song about the aftermath of the 1916 uprising in Ireland. And this is about Joseph Plunkett, who had a girlfriend named Grace. And before he was executed for being involved in the rebellion, she came to the jail cell, and they were married. And, oh, yes, hi. Thank you. Wow, oh, man. Oh. Thank you very much. Very sweet. I hope I can deliver on this one, because now it's a lot of pressure. So yeah, Grace wed Joseph in the jail cell, and for the rest of her life, after his execution, she never married again. And the thing about the 16 uprising is not that it was really popular at the time, but it was the executions that came afterwards that really drove its point home and gained more popular support for Irish independence. It was the British aftermath and reaction. So this is a song that's directly affected by that. No solos, we just do turnarounds. Is that cool?
Okay.
As we gather in the chapel in old Kilmainham jail, I think about the last few days. Will they say we failed? From our school days they have taught us we must yearn for liberty. All I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I place this wedding ring upon your finger, and there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my dear, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this bold land. But when Padre called me to his side down at the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I place this wedding ring upon your finger. Won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. As I walk out on this May morn, my thoughts will be with you, and I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone may know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. So Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. And there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Thank you. Want to do Kangaroo or Jolly Beggar? Yeah.
Yeah, what's the third one? Oh, so it's back to G then. Yep.
All right, we're going to do another set of jigs, and this one's called The Haunted House. And My Darling's Asleep, and then The Old Favorite is the last one. Thank you.